Hello, friends. How are you all? I hope you are doing good and enjoying your day. Welcome to my channel. This is Mahavir Sharma, and I hope you are doing good and improving yourself in all aspects where you are feeling some limitation, some weakness. But I hope you are working on that field, even though you are going some difficult situation, challenging situation. Maybe you are feeling down, or you may feel like happy, whatever the condition you are going through. But you have to have should be consistent, should be disciplined basis, and you do a practice on that. Two things only you can need to be remember: do practice on consistent basis for any things, you will succeed. But you have to do on intentionally, and you have to sacrifice for something which maybe you like most, but you need to spend time. Then you have to sacrifice your time. So, gentlemen, I think today I will discuss about two things. One is related to news, another related to the book or the granth which I am reading right now. So first I will start from the news, which is about 2 3 day earlier news, but today I want to explain this news very well, because I think in the geopolitical situation in around the world, and also election time is going on in India, so this important news was hide or not highlighted in the or by the media. So if you see, the India was about in 2025 was fourth major economy, and India was planned to be take over Germany as a third position major economy, but now it's happened opposite. Now India has dropped to sixth position. Now Japan and UK has take over from the India. So this need to be very very some shocking news, or you can say some not bothering but not worrisome. As you see, what is the reason behind why India has dropped to sixth position when India was in fourth position about 1 year earlier, and it was very very high chance was that India is going to achieve a third position by 2027 or 2028. But now this target or goal is some distant, and it will maybe complete by 2031. So there is some reason. One reason is that Indian currency is depreciating. This year is about 10%, and also in last year is heavily. So it one of the reason the Indian currency is highly depreciated in last 1 year. This is the major reason. Also, if you see, the India was revised their or changed the base year of GDP, calculation. Earlier was base year was 2011 to 12, but now it's what taken 21 to 22, means every decade it's changing. So if you see, for this there's no actual effect was feel in the GDP, but in the paper it's showing that GDP is down. But if you see, India is growing. India is a fast growing major economy, and India is going in about the 6 to 7%. So India will again regain their position about 4%, fourth position. However, the third position it will take a little bit higher time as compared to earlier one. So I think we have to wait for that, but maybe now we have to see the how the crude oil prices changing. If it's remain beyond the 100 or 3 digit, then it's very difficult for India to maintain the current account deficit, because we are about 85% of our consumption are purchasing from outside or importing. So it's will give a high chance of bill, high value bill to India. So for that, India need to be evaluate or exercise some other option, like increase the blending of ethanol in the petrol and diesel. It was now 20%, but India now I think planning about till 85%. So maybe this 20% we can increase the further 25 or 30%. So it will help to reduce the Indian import. Also we have to be transition of from petrol diesel personal vehicle to electric vehicle. So the consumption of these crude oil will decrease. Also, if one thinks we already improve in electrification in the railway, and about 99.9% in the Broadway line track already has been electrified, and only remaining is very less. So it's a very good, but in future prospect we have to be take this scenario or this challenge as a learning, and we have to take some firm action so that they will visible on the ground. And we should improve our energy security, and also we have to be check other options so that we can reduce the import wealth. And now, gentlemen, I will speak about the Granth or book which I am reading right now, that is Patanjali Yog Sutra, and I am reading Samadhi Path, which is I completed about 14 sutra, and I am reading a 15 sutra. So today I read about yesterday I read about till 5 Vritiya. That Vritiya, Praman, Vikalp, Parirya, then Nidra and Shruti. Now Pramana is again divided in three part. It was first one is that is Pratyaksh Praman, Agman Praman, and one thing is also that I am not remember, but this is whatever we are listening on that basis. I think Agman and another, so I not even. And then I read about how we can achieve Chittvriti Nirodh, and this is the only two method which he mentioned, by Vairagya and practice. So both things you have to be follow. Vairagya means that whatever you are seeing in front of you, some things that you nowadays or normally you are consuming, but after Vairagya, your interest is stop, and you are not means your mind, your body, you don't want to all these things. And practice is about to concentrate your mind on one things. There's lot of resource he tell, and will in further reading I will get it what the resource or things which we follow to concentrate mind. And he said that your mind is generally will not concentrate, and there's lot of ideas, thought are coming repeatedly. So again and again you have to be aware and be present, and to control this mind you have to take your mind to particular things, like you are doing samadhi, you are doing pranayam, you are doing asana, or you are concentrating on some point. All these things you have to control your mind. So my method is now controlling of my mind is chanting Ram Ram Ram. But I saw my mind is, even though I'm chanting, it's going beyond or roaming here and there. Then I found that I'm not controlling it. But I try, I will practice a lot, I will do more practice, and I will try to control my mind. If I control my mind, I control everything. So, gentlemen, I think we should read a book on daily basis, any book, whatever you want. Also, if you are, not well in the speaking or communication skills, so you can also practice to speak in front of camera or in front of phone, wherever you want, wherever is easily, wherever you are comfortable. So better you improve yourself, so that in future you become a very good communicator, very good orator, very good, you know communicator. Anything you can get, but you have to have some practice, some consistently and discipline. You have to follow all these things, you will achieve, and I will also achieve that. It's a very very tough time, but now I am very very eager to achieve it, and I am religiously following this to achieve it. So thank you, thank you, gentlemen, for today. If you have any query, question, anything, now floor is your, you can ask. If you feel that after you watch this video in later stage, and that time you feel you need some clarification or something, then you comment on comment box, so that I will read it and reply on that. So thank you, gentlemen. Goodbye, bye bye. Now I am signing off. Thank you very much.